So that's what, you know, your main cue is going to be. One of the things you're going to really need to talk about and work with your horse. All right. So we'll ask her to go forward again. And we're going to ask her to come forward a couple of steps. And then what I'm going to do basically here, and she's a little pushy with her nose, right? She's kind of rooting into that halter pressure, and I could see her maybe potentially being a bolting horse if she was ever stuck in that position where she got a little scared. Maybe something was behind her, you know, you were walking her to the pasture or whatever, and all of a sudden she got a little bit scared. She's going to bolt, she's going to scoot forward, and she's not going to respond very good to that nose band pressure here. All right, so we're going to do this over and over and over again with the horse. Just basically telling the horse, you know what, go forward for me if you can, please. And we're going to ask to stop. And when we ask the horse to stop, what we're doing is we're taking my hand here, or your hand, and you're going to be placing it closer to the horse's shoulder. You're going to be adding pressure on this lead rope back towards the horse's shoulder blades, all right, or his shoulder. And what's happening when you add pressure here, there's pressure on the nose band that's being exerted, okay? And all we're wanting to do is for her to respond and learn that this pressure here on the horse's nose is the cue to slow down or stop your feet. Now we're going to do this over and over and over again with the horse. And each time, we're obviously going to have a little bit bigger arena than what I have available to me, you know, this time working with this horse. But you want to go all the way around your arena, all the way around your round pen, okay? And work on just taking a couple steps forward, stop the horse, and maybe back the horse up a step. All right, we'll keep doing this. I'm going to keep working with this process. When we come back from break, I'm going to talk to you more about the stop cue and backing and how that's going to help you. And we're also going to be talking about the hips. So you guys stick around. We'll be right back. Is your horse giving you the hook, or are you just missing that connected relationship? Send your horse to the National Equine Behavior Center for some expert training by me and my staff. Each month, I take a select group of horses into my training program where they get the personal attention they need. Whether you're looking to hit the trail, excel in the show ring, or just have a safe horse to enjoy with the family, find that connected relationship through my proven training methods. Space is limited and results are guaranteed. So call now to reserve your spot, or for more information, go to my website, RyanGingrich.com.
Get the very best step-by-step guide to helping you and your horse. Get Ryan's new book called Beyond a Whisper. No matter the issues you face, nationally acclaimed equine behaviorist Ryan Gingrich has over 20 years of horse training and encapsulated it in one book called Beyond a Whisper. Years of horse training experience, methods based in science and not old-fashioned cowboy tricks. Real help with proven results. Order Ryan's new book now and save. Order online at RyanGingrich.com.
Hi, I'm Ryan Gingrich, the behaviorist. I'm here today with Wayne Blevins, founder of E3 Life for Horses. You know, Wayne, I've used your product and wholeheartedly believe in it. Can you tell us more about your product?
Well, it's blue-green algae, and we've documented what it can do for shelly feet, abscesses, white line, laminitis, but it's really for the whole health of the horse.
Yeah, I truly believe that myself. And we've had great success with it here at the National Equine Behavior Center, and so will you. Are you tired of rope burn hands and hanging on for dear life? Well, then you need my bolting DVD. I'll spend over 2 hours teaching you step by step the process that I use to put the whoa back in your horse. Whether on the ground or under saddle, you'll be able to safely control your horse in any situation. So stop that bolt before it happens. Go to RyanGingrich.com and get your bolting DVD now. Welcome back. Again, we're working on teaching the bolting horse to stop bolting. Now again, we're working with the Flashy Cash from Habitat for Horses here. She's a rescue horse, like I said before, and we're just talking about, you know, first of all, why does a horse bolt, and then, you know, how to rehabilitate that problem, whether it's in hand or under saddle. So today, I guess, you know, obviously we're working in hand. So let's talk about, you know, what do you do if your horse does bolt, or how are you going to know your horse is about to bolt? It's one of the more important things. You're going to stop that bolt before it happens. Okay, there's a couple things that I talk about. You know, we talk about green zone, yellow zone, red zone horses. Okay, so the green zone horse is the horse that's very responsive. He's in control. He's doing what you ask him to do. Then you have that yellow zone horse, you know, and yellow is a cautionary type of color, right? So we're taking caution. The horse is saying to you, he's trying to tell you something. He's trying to talk to you. He's telling you, you know, if you continue on the path that you're taking, I'm going to either, number one, leave you, or I'm going to make you leave me if you know, you're riding on their back. So a yellow zone horse's head is going to go high. It's going to come straight up in the air, okay? And then the other thing that's going to happen is his eyes are going to get wide, all right? His nose is going to flare. He might start snorting a little bit. His feet are going to get short and choppy. He's going to get faster with his feet. When you start seeing that type of behavior, you're going to think to yourself, all right, I'm doing something wrong. How can I stop this horse from performing this type of action and thought process? He's starting to go into a flight mode, right? He's starting to think, hey, I'm not sure what you're doing. I'm unsure where I'm at. You know, I just want to get away from this pressure or this person or whatever. And that's where the bolt begins, okay? If you start confusing your horse with muddled cues or scary things, or you're putting him in a position that he doesn't want to be in, he's going to start going to the yellow zone, all right? He's going to start saying, hey, if you don't stop, I'm going to leave. Then that red zone horse is the horse that has decided to go ahead and leave you, all right? That's when you're getting drug around the arena, and I'm sure if you guys have seen my show once or twice, you've seen me do some arena skiing. It's not a lot of fun, I promise you that, all right? And it's not for everybody. You know, I don't want to sit here and tell you guys, you know, grab a hold of that horse and hold on to him. No. If you're in a confined area and your horse decides to bolt, you're probably better off just to let go of that rope and save yourself some burnt hands, maybe even a broken arm or two if you're getting drug around the arena. It's much easier to stop the bolt before it happens. So when you start seeing that yellow zone behavior, start thinking, what can I do to stop this behavior from happening? Maybe it's just stopping the horse, period. Allowing him just to settle down for a second, okay? The other thing you can do, you can grab the rein, the lead rope, or the reins, and ask the horse, hey, just simply back up for a second. Just take a couple of steps back and maybe just say, hey, give him a space, keep looking at me. If he wants to walk forward again, you know what, just stand right here for me, and just try to keep that horse under control as best as you can. Now, I cover a lot of this stuff in my bolting DVD, all right? It goes through just tons and tons of steps on how to rehabilitate that bolting horse, all right? But to give you kind of an idea of what we cover in that DVD, let me show you. So we're going to, again, go forward is that first cue we're looking for from that horse. Now, again, we talked about stopping that horse, taking your hand closer to the point of the shoulder, adding pressure on that halter, asking him to take a stop, basically stop his feet. Once he's got his feet stopped, the next thing you're going to do is build on that stop cue. The way you build on that stop cue is by simply asking the horse to back up. So you're going to ask the horse to back by adding pressure. You're going to continue holding pressure, and once that horse takes the step back, you're going to release the pressure. You look at that outside foot and say, hey, take that foot back. Pick up that lead rope, take that foot back. Okay, take that foot back. And then just continue asking that horse to take steps back and with pressure and release. Pressure and release. Okay, if your horse starts to bend his head towards you in that pressure, hold that pressure for a little bit. Like right now, she's very resistant to that pressure. All right, she's really stuck in the ground there. She's really kind of going to fight me here for a little bit. As soon as I feel her release, I'm going to release back to her.